Hello, hello, and welcome back to Password. We're on now on the final boy for the update, Hasu. Uh, is Haas anyone's favorite? I'm kind of curious. Yeah. I wonder how much of this is like the same. Watch this be like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be like real sad. Hopefully, it's a little bit longer, so I can stretch out this content, right? Speaking of, you were noticeably missing when I woke up this morning. Didn't think the didn't think to wake me as well. Wait, hold on. What's happening with the bed? Oh, something came up with Tyson, so with Tyson? Yep. Dave needed a break from his brother and ended up crashing with me. Right. I suppose that makes sense. Dean is all right. Dave is Dean, it's all right. Dave is just a very cuddly person. I know that. Dean, did you want a hug? Without waiting for an answer, Sal had his arm around Dean in a hug, getting a stunned one in return. Stunned, yeah, okay. Meanwhile, Haas flashes me a quick thumbs up, and I left it at that. That's kind of cute. Yes, more things with Thanatos. Good. It's what I want. Ah. I should not have had an apple next to me. That was a terrible idea. I should not be eating this while recording. No, stop. No. Gotta tag this as social eating now. Stumbling in through the door, I looked around, wondering where I should go and what I should do. I felt lost and confused, and soon enough found myself sitting down on the stairs. Haas started to wander downstairs, stopping once he's past me and looked down, looking over me. What are you doing? The wine that left my mouth clued him in to something being wrong, and he backed up, sitting down next to me. What happened? I just had a chat with Dean. Was it the talk? Yeah, I told him what I wanted, or I guess not wanted. I'm guessing it went about as well as I thought it would. He was so upset, and I did that to him, Haas. I feel awful. You'd feel a lot worse if you had decided this and then didn't speak up. A heartbreak is, well, it's not nice anyway. You've had your heart broken before? Not exactly. But I've had to turn people down before, and it's never easy. No one teaches you any of this stuff either, so imagine the skill level of a clueless teenager dealing with feelings after someone tells you that they're not interested. Yeah, I know, I've done that to people. Feels bad. I'm still a teenager, Haas. Well, sometimes it feels bad. Sometimes it feels amazing to turn someone down. You know what I mean. Besides, Dean is an adult, but I guess age doesn't always translate to emotional maturity, huh? I don't think that's very fair. Like, he's upset because he, had feelings. Strong feelings. Right. Yeah, okay. I just feel guilty seeing his reaction. He started talking about a date or, like, going... Haas reaches over and places a hand over my muzzle gently. He gestured. The gesture made me stop, eyes wide, but shaken from how I was riling myself up towards crying. For what it's worth, I still think this was the right thing. You did a good thing. It sure doesn't feel that way. And it might not for a few days. But the last thing you want is for this to come out when something more serious is going on, right? Like what? Like the literal mafia in the woods making a move. Right. Besides, it's not as if Dean's completely alone here. He's got Sal, so there's someone to at least talk to about this stuff. You're right. It's just bad feeling this way. That's hardly surprising, but let's go do something to get your mind off it. Like what? Have anything in mind you'd like to do? Failing that, I have some options. Nothing comes to mind, so as long as it's not something in the greenhouse, I'd be willing to try anything. Except for let's go for a swim! What about your fur? I can always shower later. After we'd changed upstairs, we headed out to the pool. On our way out, we ran into Sal, and he pointed in the direction of the greenhouse. Splitting off towards the pool. Haas led the way and waited for me to be inside before closing the gate behind us. Being so exposed out here still made me worried, but for now, it seemed we were safe. Got the pool to ourselves, looks like. We seemed to have it to ourselves yesterday, too. That's true. I watched as he got into the pool and lingered by the side, looking around. Come on, Dave. We're safe. Besides, I can't help you relax if you aren't in here with me. Okay, just give me a second. Gingerly, I got into the water, but kept my head above the surface, still a little on edge from being exposed. But Haas lightly splashes water in my face, snapping me out of it, eyes narrowing at him. Relax! It's hard, okay? I'm trying. Just float on your back. What? Why? Trust me, just float on your back and I'll keep you above the water. Being put on the spot, I tried to maneuver onto my back, but only was able to do so when Haas got tired of waiting. Now on my back, I look up at the sky, Haas lingering just on the edges of my vision. Now, just go limp. I'll keep you up. Try and imagine just being weightless. I feel silly. Come on, just try, please. Okay, I'm totally weightless. I weigh so not heavy, probably the lightest thing ever. I could feel his hand twitch and flex under me, but he kept me above the water all the same. Okay, now what's above you? The sky? And how does that make you feel? Like, Haas is our therapy. Okay, therapy lion. Okay. Small? Why small? Maybe not small, but insignificant. Like, everything up there just stretches on forever, right? And in all the endless forever, there's me. Just a speck here in this pool, and I feel so meaningless by comparison. Does that mean anything you do? Wait, does that mean anything you do means nothing then? In the grand scheme of things, I guess not. Wrong answer, buddy. I like to think about it like, you shouldn't worry about everything else going on. Like, it's all focusing on you, and everything's about you. So you're saying I'm not that important? I feel like you're taking this in the wrong light, but yes, basically. The world is not out to get you. You do not need to wear the weight of the world on your shoulders, Dave. But Haas, I kinda do, don't I? The Volt only works for me. I was the one that was chased to the woods. Everyone hugged me when I broke down about Dad. I sighed, eyes watering as everything just seemed to come to the forefront of my mind. Haas, then there's the thing with Dean, worrying about my brother when we're going to get home. When we're going to get home. Mind if I weigh in? Sure, I guess. The Volts only work The vote only working for you is a thing. Sure, but someone else is messing with us. They're not messing with you, it seems like. So that's something. That's true. But what about me being the one that has to worry about who's next? Let's tackle that along with the second thing. Sure, you were chased through the woods by those guys, but those guys were already there for some other reason. You weren't the reason they were there in the first place, and if anything, you encountering them gave us a heads up. True, but like, I don't know. Your dad. Okay. That one might be a little hard. But no, that it caused ripples through all of us. Tyson was worried he was going to lose you. The rest of us felt you withdraw into the shell, and that includes me only having come after the fact. Tyson was that worried? Oh yeah, Big Dog loves you big time. Big Dog, okay. Kind of annoying, really. I figured that I went on about my siblings too much, but get him in the mood and the guy doesn't shut up about you. Really? Dave, I'm not going to repeat myself. Sometimes it's dumb things that you've done, or legitimate worries about your mental state and stressed out that he doesn't know how to help. Oh. Oh, Ty. Didn't like me saying that. He didn't like me saying that he should just ask you out, though. Got real defensive over that one. I chuckle lightly, and just waiting for Haas to continue. He's a good guy to have in your life. Good friend. Even better brother from what I can tell. But he was just as affected by your dad's passing as you are. So again, you're not the center of the universe, Dave. Okay, I get it. We've covered Tyson, so let's tackle Dean next. Can you honestly say that you were happy being in a relationship limbo with him? No, I guess I would have liked more, I guess. Not that I really know what I was doing, or was all that able to, or was all that able with Dad weighing me down. More importantly, a relationship is two people. So again, you're not the center point there either. I'm sensing a pattern. Haas sighed, clapping his hands with emphasis. The universe does not revolve around you, Dave. Yeah, okay. As far as getting off the mountain, we're all with you on that. We want to go home and not have to worry about anything else going wrong on this mountain. Hey, Haas. Yeah? You just clapped before, right? When did you stop supporting my back? Oh, around the time you said you felt small. You didn't notice you were floating by yourself. So I figured I'd leave you be. Grumbling, I decided to just float there so I could stare at the sky. To his credit, I did feel somewhat more relaxed, but I didn't know what to do now. Thank you for helping. So long as it's actually helping. It is. I guess I got lost sometimes in worrying about everything. Trust me, we've all noticed. But you're also not alone in worrying. What isn't there to be worrying about right now? Like with Tyson? Right. But we've dealt with that, haven't we? I still think we should gather everyone and let them know. Even after what happened between me and Dean? I think it'd be worth it. But you wanted to hold off until tomorrow, right? Yeah. I'll say it again, that I think we shouldn't be waiting on this, but I trust your judgment. I feel like I want to give Ty a big hug after all this blows over. You'll get your chance. Maybe I'll sneak one in myself, just to see if he tries to push me off him again. You've been trying to hug him? Only because I know it gets a rise out of him. But he's been getting more, receptive to affection the more we've been hanging out. Huh. Well, that's neat. Standing up in the pool, I looked around before settling on Haas. Thanks, Haas. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you're, I hope you're feeling a little better now, if only a little. I think so. I still have worries. Like, what's going to happen between Dean and me over the coming days, but I guess that's just something to deal with later. Something to keep in mind for sure, but don't go putting it off forever. Remember, that's how you two ended up in the mess in the first ended up in the mess you found yourself in. Right, yeah. I waded over to the side of the pool and got out, shaking quickly before looking back to Haas. I'm going to go relax in the hot tub for a bit. All right, enjoy. I'll come join you in a bit. First wandering over to the control panel, I turn it on, waiting for the bubbles to start before easing myself into the water. I hope it wasn't warm beyond what residual heat was from the sun, which given the time wasn't all that much just yet. Not that it's stopped it from warming up quickly, and soon enough I was laying back and letting my eyes close. The hot water as almost like a hug, or maybe just a hot bath. Either way, both made me feel relaxed, and in addition to what Haas walked through with me before, what tension I was feeling was falling away quickly. Someone looks like he could use a nice cup of tea to go with that hot water. Opening my eyys, I lazily watched Haas slide into the hot tub opposite me, resting back in less of a slouch than I was currently reclining. Iced tea, maybe. I reserve the right to veto depending on who is making it. I feel if we left it up to Roswell, we just end up with liquid sugar. Then who else would you who else would you be fine with making it? Sal, maybe. I get the impression he could make iced tea. Based on what? Just a feeling I get. What about you? Me? You'd let me make you iced tea. You're keen on drinking hot tea. You're keen on me drinking hot tea, so at this point I don't think it'd be any different. I see you don't remember the debate I had with Orlando over the very same thing. No, I mean, yes. I mean, what debate? He's very much in the boat that you serve our regular black tea and sweeten it. Just not to the extent that someone like Roswell would sweeten it. As opposed to what? Tea with milk? Hey, you can do a lot of things with tea. While boba is obviously very good, why not something like a green apple tea with some fresh mint? That prospect made me sit up, shooting him a confused frown. Wait, that sounds actually kind of nice. Why haven't we been having that instead of, well, leaf juice? How is what I described not still leaf juice? All this is just served cold instead. Because you said it with apples. That's basically apple juice. Well, guess that's something else we can try when we get out of here, huh? See if that's the kind of tea you like more than coffee. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep liking coffee more, but you're welcome to try. All he did was shrug, resting back to match how I was sitting. He flashed me a smile before closing his eyes and resting back, leaving me to my thoughts. I looked beyond him to the pool and beyond, thinking about what he'd said. I wasn't at the center of the universe. I couldn't be, right? Lightly splashing the water and watching it run through my fingers made me wonder how much control I had over things over again. But figured that wasn't the point of what he was trying to get at. Hey, Haas. Yes? Thanks for helping me. You're welcome. But, how are you holding up after yesterday? Me? Yeah, with thinking about your siblings and whatever. Still wondering about it. If anything, it's made me made me wonder just how we're supposed to get off this mountain, even if the month is up. What do you mean? With no reception, who's going to come looking for us? Well, my mom, maybe. That's reassuring that you're sitting on maybe for your own mother. Well, that's complicated. What about your parents? My mom might wonder why she hasn't heard from me in a while, but who knows how long it might take. Then Roswell's parents, they organized the vacation, right? They might wonder why he's not home. That's true. Same with Dean's family, maybe. What about Sal? I'd ask about Tyson, but that's just me now. Can't say I know much about Sal's situation. Figured that he's got Orlando in the same way Tyson's got you. Well, we don't need to wonder about Orlando's parents, huh? Come on, Dave. That's not fair. I know. I don't know what we're supposed to do now that you've mentioned it. When this month is up, then what? How do we leave? We could try climbing the rocks, but that's risky. If we're that desperate, we could try, but that means stranding Orlando and Roswell at the very least. I don't think they'd be able to make that climb. Tyson's maybe a bit too reckless too. It'd be nice if we could signal someone or get in contact with the police. They could maybe come fix the road. Trust me, I've been trying to find a flare gun or anything to maybe get a signal out, but nothing. You didn't just ask Benson? He'd know where one was. I did, but he didn't know. Or rather, said that if there was still one, it was tucked away somewhere. What else does that leave? There's got to be an option, right? Carrier pigeon. Those still exist? If we can catch one, maybe we can train it. But it's a bit of a long shot. Come on, Haas. What the fuck? What is this? Okay. I think I'd rather try literally anything else before trying to catch a pigeon. I don't think I've ever seen one on this mountain. Well, it was worth a shot anyway. Start a fire, it'll be funny. So, we add that to our list of things to do. Secure our way out. Guess so, yeah. But only if everything else, everyone else, but only if everyone can leave. Of course. Wait, how are we originally going to get home? What do you mean? After the vacation, how were we meant to get home? Well, best boy Liam was gonna come pick us up, right? I'd assume the bus, right? It brought us here, so it'd be the thing to get us back. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Not that it's going to be able to do that with the road blocked. But hey, maybe that's our call for help. When it comes to picking us up and get stuck, it can get in contact with someone. Means that we can probably meet the bus there. Ah. Oh my god. Did I just fuck up my leg? Ah. Fuck you. Ah. What did I do? Ah. Don't mind me. Just give me a second. Ah. Okay. I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself, but it's an option for sure. Hey, Haas. Yes? You're really good at just putting things into perspective, you know? I like to think so. What did you want to do after this? Watch anime, have a shower. I meant after that. Orlando asked a few of us to clean clear out for this thing he was planning, so I didn't really have anything in mind. Just figured I'd keep myself busy, watch some anime or something. Oh, well, Orlando's plans are over tonight. I'm just saying. Oh, how did I never notice this ping pong thing here? What? There's a ping pong set? Shit, what are you all doing? We should be playing ping pong every fucking day. How have I not? We're over 100 parts. How have I never noticed this? I've noticed these people before. They're fine. They're doing it. They're chilling. But like this, there's a ping pong. What? Table tennis. Let's fucking go. What's the or something? Might just pamper myself. Do some light reading or go for a walk. Who knows? What does that even mean? It means I have no plans. Oh, then want to do something together? I mean, we're doing something now, but I guess I'm free for stuff too. No, sure. Feel like going for a walk. Where would we even walk to? Walking around the mansion seems a little, I don't know, boring. Agree. Agree to walk first, then I'll consider telling you. Is this going to be dangerous? Dave, it's a walk. You'll be fine. Okay, if you say so. I watched as Haas hauled himself out of the tub, darting my gaze away as I saw how the water clung to his fur. Where are you going? To take a shower. Couldn't you wait until we were inside? Once Haas had showered and I'd had my fill of the hot tub, we headed back inside, although he was right in that I should consider showering, and to his urging, we wandered up to my room. I'm going. I'm aware. You're only going because I'm literally pushing you along. I would have showered anyway. I remember from last time. No, yeah. Then why didn't you shower at the pool? Because it's nicer inside. And that's the only reason? Also, you were showering there, and I thought that might be weird. That's weird. What's weird is you and Tyson showering together. What's wrong with wait. What's wrong with showering with Tyson? You said you bathed with your siblings. And their children, Dave. When two adults bathe together, it's a lot different. Which is exactly why I didn't shower at the pool. He stopped pushing me towards the bathroom once I was at the door, rolling his eyes. It's no different than showering at the gym. Showering together is in the small shower of someone's house paints a very different picture. You think so? I think you should go wash that chlorine off. He ushered me into the bathroom and wandered out of the room before I had to I had the door closed, but I could feel my fur starting to stick and feel gross, and concerned that maybe I should just listen and question where he was going when I saw him next. There was nothing like hot water. The way it seeped into my fur and made me feel warmer than wearing the fluffiest sweater. Feeling clean was great too, but I think at that point it was more a pleasant bonus, which is why the hot tub felt wonderful too. As I stayed under the hot water, I caught the sound of a door closing, wondering if someone was in my room again. It was enough to make me shut off the water and give myself a blow dry all the same, keeping my ears out for anything that might indicate something was wrong. Haas? Brought you something. Good thing you weren't dressed yet. Good thing you aren't dressed yet. Oh, okay. I felt my cheeks go red under my fur and awkwardly remain by the bathroom door. Why are you being bashful? I just feel strange being so naked while you're fully dressed. Then put some pants on or something and get over here. Leave the shirt off, though. Oh. Fumbling with my pants that I'd left on the floor, I wandered over before he motioned to stop next to him on the bed. All right, sit there. Sit still. What for? Went and got my fur balm. Figured you might like smelling nice for a bit. Without waiting for me, to say anything, he popped open the tin, and I was hit with the fresh scent from within. Again, coconut and lime. And while I was reveling in the scene, Haas started to work it into my fur. How do you know? You enjoyed it last time, so I figured why not share? Aren't you going to run out if you waste it on me? Waste? Why would it be a waste? I don't know. You seem to care about it more than I do. Taking care of your appearance, I mean. Doesn't mean I'm wasting it on you. I don't know. I feel like it's been forever since I've trimmed my fur too. I feel like I should take care of that at some point. Then why don't you? Then who am I going to look good for? Why put in the effort? You think I put in all the effort I do into my appearance for other people? Yes. Well, I don't. I do it for me. But why? It's important to practice a level of self-love, Dave. I get that if you've been talking to Dean, you might assume that means something sexual, or with Orlando just eating. He handed me the tin of balm before doubling down with teasing it into my fur as he continued to talk. Why not trim your fur? Dye it a bunch of different colors if you want. Wear some nice clothes. Do whatever just makes you feel nice. Just do it for you, though, not because someone else said it'd look nice. You think so? It's what I do most days. I know those shirts I've made aren't exactly fashionable, but I like them, so I wear them. It's for me. Get it? I don't know. I feel kind of pudgy. What? I don't have my phone with me. Use the computer instead. What is... Oh, pudgy. I got there. Right? Pudgy. Okay. I got there, guys. I got there. I didn't need to Google it. I didn't even type the word out all the way. I got it. It's all good. Scruffy, maybe. I don't think I really have anything as far as nice clothes. Just clothes that I like the hoodie. Don't worry. Tyson's expression expressed the same worry, even throughout that he wonders if he should get another orange hoodie to replace the one he gave you. He likes it that much? You should take a page out of his book, though. Despite me saying that orange is hard to pull off, he's insisting that he wants to wear orange. I mean, okay, orange is it is a hard color to put off, but to work, right? But Tyson's main color is blue, and orange works with blue really well. So he could probably do something with that, right? Right. Almost tempted to see what level of cringe I can print onto an orange shirt for him to wear just to see it. That sounds mean. Not mean if he's wearing it for himself and feels good in it. If it's not harming anyone, why not? I guess so. Which begs the question, what you'd want to wear. Something comfy. Blue, maybe. Oh, I kind of like the idea of something without sleeves. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't wear sleeveless things. Um, but they look good on other men. So I'm okay. It's then I got my arms free for activities. I shot Haasas a sly grin, wondering if he'd pick up on what I was getting at by but it seemed like he was a step ahead. You're not swapping clothes with Tyson. Why not? If I'm taking him out to get clothes after this, you may as well tag along. You both could do with some help. What? For someone that's bisexual, you're a hell of a lot more gay than I thought, Haas. I yelped as he lightly swatted me across the ears before gesturing for me to pass back the tin. Well, you're lucky that I am, because you and your brother are walking disasters. But I guess we all are in a little different. He rubbed my back and then stood up, looking me over. How about that walk now? We can't eat first? Sure, we can grab a bite and then head out. That's fine by me. Out? As in outside? Were you gonna go walking inside? Yup, we're heading outside. I don't know, Haas. I promise it's safe, so don't worry about it. After I'd put on a shirt, we headed downstairs for a snack before heading out. Oh, hey, Sal.
Hello.
He looked tired and was rubbing his head as he sat there with what seemed like a tub of ice cream. Cute. Ice cream for dinner?
The ice cream for a reward, mostly.
For what?
Being patient with Dean. Orlando's with him now, fighting about something. I needed a break.
Kinda harsh, don't you think?
He wore me down. I feel bad enough throwing Orlando at him to try and help, but now I'll probably have to play the supportive role for both of them separately after they're done.
Is it that bad? Wanna come for a walk with us, Sal?
A walk? To where?
Just somewhere nearby. Sal looked to me, raising his brow, but all I could offer was a shrug, looking as perplexed as he seemed to be.
All right, if I'm not going to be a bother.
You're never a bother at all.
If you're sure.
Of course we're sure. What made you think you were a bother?
Just a feeling. The group hasn't done anything, well, as a group, in a while. I feel like that's as a while. Well, as a group, as a while. Okay. And if I'm being honest, we haven't really interacted all that much.
Sure we have, haven't we?
Not that I mean anything by it. It's just something I've noticed.
Well, if you want to hang out more, I'd be fine with that. Didn't know you were feeling lonely.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, while they chatted a little, I made us sandwiches. The bread seemed to be going stale, as it was better to use it up before it went bad. Armed with sandwiches, Haas led the way out into the backyard. Oh, okay. He then brought us both to the hedge maze, and I stared at the entrance into the into the turns beyond.
Figured an evening stroll in the maze might be alright. Plenty of cover from the outside. Plus, it's been a while. What if one of us gets lost?
Well, the idea was that we wouldn't go splitting up, right? Sal shrugged, looking to me.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, we're just heading to the middle, right?
If we can make it, sure.
Breathing deep and nodding slowly, I wandered into the hedge maze first. Thanatos taking me out here a couple of days ago prior, kept the directions fresh in my mind, and we all headed forward together. As we wandered through, we ate our sandwiches, idle chatter happening between us as I tried to remember the specific turns Thanatos had directed me to take, and soon enough, things started to feel familiar as I led on. The middle of the maze opened up before us in no time at all, and we came to stop before the fountain.
That was fast.
Been practicing, Dave? Oh, sure, you could say that.
But what do we do now that we're here?
I expected we'd be spending more time wandering around, so I don't really know.
Shall we sit and talk?
What did you want to talk about?
Anything is fine. Hoss, perhaps you could talk about your siblings. I've only really heard bits and pieces in passing.
Oh, sure. What did you want to know?
What are they like?
Haas started to explain what he'd told me the day before, even pulling out the picture again. He handed it over to Sal, who handled it with such care it seemed like he'd think it'd break if he wasn't gentle enough. While they talked, I looked around, examining the fountain and looking up at the sky again. Haas and Sal's voice fell away to hushed tones, mostly after Sal started doing it, but damn, I can't. Eyes? Brain? One of you two is doing something wrong. I don't. Who to blame here? Me, obviously, but like, is what it is. But they were talking about something to do with family. The thought made me wonder about Mom, Dad, and Tyson. Dad was gone. Mom may as well have been. And damn. And while it was nice Ty was here on this mountain, I worried that might change if things got worse. A tightness in my chest made me clutch the spot above my heart and gasp softly, having that sink in. That there was just so much to lose over the coming weeks, potentially, and it was steadily undoing all of the work Haas had done in relaxing me. But a sudden yell snapped me out of it. Following the sound of a door being thrown open, my blood ran cold for a second before it was followed up by another voice yelling, and then Sal groaning.
I should go and make sure they don't hurt themselves. I'm surprised they lasted this long, honestly.
No worries. We can talk later. Literally anytime, Sal. I watched as Sal left and Haas came to stand next to me at the fountain. What were you talking about?
Just swapping notes about our younger siblings. Well, that's only one of his. There's only one on his side and two on mine, but he seems happy just talking about them.
Not like anyone else has any younger siblings, right? Or like maybe just as young as Ayako and Kai. Oh, I know. Not that cool.
I thought Dean had a big family. Maybe he's got a couple.
I shrug, looking over in the direction I could hear the yelling, immediately flinching upon hearing Sal bellow, and then promptly drag them both inside.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But they'll be fine. Promise.
Okay. Haas put an arm over my shoulder, pulling me in close.
Feeling better?
A little bit. Just thinking, really.
Good things?
Just things. There are a lot of things.
I know.
But even while a lot of them aren't great, I'm thankful for a bunch too. I appreciate everything you do for me, Haas. You're a great friend.
I try to be, Dave. For the most part, I have you to thank for that.
In what way?
For keeping me honest.
mostly. I think it's one of the nicest things to come from this vacation, really. It wouldn't have happened otherwise? Hard to say. He left it at that, and I looked him over, wondering something. Can I ask you something? Sure. If Dean and I didn't work out, do you think it'd work out with anyone else in our friendship group? Your immediate friendship circle isn't your dating pool out of obligation, you know. Right, but I just meant... With a sigh, I shook my head, not really knowing what I meant. Sorry, don't worry about it. If we're being honest, I've been thinking the same thing. Too, really. Have you? Oh, sure, but obviously I'm not about to talk about dating prospects with you until the situation with you and Dean resolves first. You mean you and me? Dating? Sure. I think we're compatible enough to give it a shot. But if you're not feeling it, that's fine too. Obviously, I can't do all that much officially until we're off the mountain, but... Officially? Like going out for dinner or whatever? I guess on the back of how you and Dean went, that's not really the right way to approach it, huh? But I would like to go do things with more romantic undertones off the mountain rather than on it, if that makes sense. I nodded slowly with a frown, scratching my chin. But no pressure either. I'm interested, but if you're not, that's fine too. So to be clear, you're asking me out? Haas nodded to me, a warm smile on his face. I think I'd like that. Yeah. I can't promise I know what I'm meant to do during what I'm meant to be doing, but I'll try. Okay, that's cute. Yeah. It's not as cute as the Tyson one because, you know, what can be that cute? But like, yeah. He didn't respond with words, instead turning me quickly and pressing his mouth to mine. His whiskers twitch, a tongue played against mine, as I struggle to figure out how exactly to kiss him back. I melted against him, but before long he was pulling away and leaving me breathing. Breathless. Wow. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that was pretty great. Sudden, but great. He stepped back, chuckling. Yeah, I can tell. What do you mean? He gestured downward and I yelped, turning quickly around to hide my visible excitement. Wrapping his arm around my middle, he rested his chin on my shoulder. It's cute. It's not cute, it's embarrassing. Option is there if you wanted to go deal with it. I can either help, or leave you alone. It doesn't bother me either way. Just know, you're not alone. You too? Maybe not as explicit as you, but if you wanted to go somewhere more private, we could. Won't people wonder where we are? I think you're missing the point. I'm fine either way, and don't want to force you into anything. But if you want to go experiment, we can. What, right here? If you want. I didn't think you'd be so daring. You're serious? If you want to do something, here would be fine? I think that's entirely up to you. I wander over to the bench, sitting down nearby, and sat down, stretching out. That toothy smile never left his face. So, what's it going to be, Dave? I think that, honestly, that's a little much for my first time, don't you think? He laughed, soon after I joined him. While the gesture was exciting, it was maybe jumping too quickly into the deep end for me to really be comfortable about it. Then, want to head back inside? I think so. Even if we don't do anything, just heading inside might be a good idea. Sure thing. Remember the way? He got up and he took me by the hand. The pair of us trekked back through the maze and towards the back door. Nothing was really said, but occasionally I caught his gaze and his smile at me, and he smiled at me, flexing his grin in my hand. I was giddy, but nervous at the same time, right up until we were quietly behind the door to his bedroom. Starting with another sweet kiss, he guided me over to the bed while removing his shirt. Soon my shirt joined his. The pants until we were completely bare. That roguish smile he flashed made me feel reassured that what was about to happen was going to be fun. I wasn't sure how much time had passed, an hour or two, at most, maybe, but we were both still recovering our breath. Everything good? Yeah, I'm good. I think I should go shower, though. You had one before, so unless you want to join me, I'll be back in a bit. Before you go, what's up? What we did is fine, right? Why wouldn't it be? I mean, more... Can we do it again? He pushed me away slightly as he laughed, shaking his head. If you're good. Now, I'm gonna get a shower, and we can settle in for the night. Settle in if you want. I might go get a glass of water. Did you want anything from downstairs? I'm good. See you in a bit. I got down to the kitchen and found it empty, wondering over to the cupboard and then over to the sink to get some water. Do I want to know why you smell like Haas? I almost choked as Haas appeared next to me. He'd been so quiet, and he patted my back as I recovered. Where did you come from? I've been around. He leaned in close, and I could see his nose working, knowing full well what I'd been up to. I dreaded what his reaction would be, trying to drink my water in peace. Oh, dude. What? I'm allowed, right? With Haas? Really? He's nice. He grumbled, but took the cup when I offered it to him, and he drank while side-eyeing me. Are you jealous? Now it was his turn to choke, slamming down the cup dangerously hard while gripping onto my shoulder tight. I'm not jealous. It's just fucking gross. Totally jealous. Just, fuck. All right. If he does anything to you, though, I'm gonna kill him. Maybe don't be so drastic. I mean it, though. I don't care if he's my friend. You come first. The only appropriate reaction, I assumed, was to hug him, so I did. Thanks, Ty. Yeah. Just don't go getting gayer on me, and it's fine. I don't think that's possible, Ty. Anyway, figure if you're hooking up with Haas now, I can crash in your bed again tonight, right? Oh, yeah, for your headache? Yeah, that's cool, yeah. Of course. Hopefully you sleep well. Well, I'd say the same to you, but... I look over, He looks over, rolling his eyes. On second thought, fuck it. I'm not saying anything else. I'm heading to bed. Sleep tight, Dave. When I get back to Haas's room, I could hear him still in the shower. Stripping down, I lay down on the bed, deciding to leave my underwear on, at least for the time being. You're back. That wasn't a long shower. I'm efficient. Besides, I really only needed a rinse, given we weren't all that messy. It could have been messier? Dave, you have no idea. Haas came to bed after stripping down, and we spent an intimate time together before settling in for the night. The lingering scent of his firm balm, along with how he cuddled me from behind, lulled me to sleep. It was nice to feel like this, to have someone like this, and I expected that I'd sleep peacefully. His body pressed up against mine. I felt safe to all the worries of the world, and if I could purr, I probably would have. Okay. Fun. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next update, everyone. I'll see you around.